Yes, people, welcome to Mr. L Rock Rants. And we're here looking at some delusion and confusion.
It'd be cool if a guy that makes less money, but he's a hard worker, like he's ambitious.
Yeah.
Okay, so like if he was making like, let's say he just started his own business, but he makes 45,000 a year, would you date him?
You wouldn't be
But
able
he,
to afford my engagement ring. I'm getting an 8 carat cushion cut vintage engagement ring. If you make
you,
$45,000 a year, it would take you
what?
4 years? No. 8 years to afford my
Wait, how much?
engagement ring?
I don't know anything about rings. How much is that?
About $200,000.
Girl, you want a $200,000? Are you
I'm the sparkle
insane?
queen. I'm the sparkle queen. My ring has to sparkle from across the street. Like, you have
Yeah.
to see that shit. It's going to blind people.
200,000 on a ring. 200,000 on a ring. This is how you know this woman is delusional and doesn't come from money. Because anybody that does come from money or values money knows a $10,000 ring and maybe 190,000 worth of investment into properties, into different things would be more lucrative. But she just wants it because she wants it on her finger. And I just don't see how she's going to get it. If you do, please leave a message down below. Is she worth a 200,000K ring? Just let me know.
Like a guy that's at 8, 9, or 10 will sleep with a 4, 5, or 6. And so then that girl will think she's on his level. And then the average guy has to deal with all the baggage at 30. Like a guy that's at 8.
I've said it before. Men sleep up, down, round and around. At 8, 9 and 10, we'll sleep with a 4, 5, 6, just like Pearl said. But that doesn't mean that you become what they are. Do they want you? Are they holding on to you? Are they trying to vet you for marriage? Most of the time, they're not. So look for your 5 and be happy with your 5 because there's nothing wrong with being average.
And then you know what? You want to talk about women can handle stress better than men in some situations. Why is it that all of the most stressful jobs are dominated by men?
Can you give us
What's an example of
air
stressful
traffic
job?
controllers, high-level surgeons, okay, police
army.
officers, military, all of these high-risk jobs that are very dangerous, by the way, I might add, that women typically don't go into.
Pilots.
Why are they dominated by men if women are so good at handling stress?
a lot of these careers that you're listing, right, are physical in nature?
Air traffic controller is physical. Being
No,
a pilot
I
is
said
physical.
a lot. I didn't say all, please.
So which is
Chill.
one that's dominated by women? A high stress job.
Advil.
Honestly, straight up, child rearing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't think raising children is stressful?
Oh, Myra, come on.
Now, let's be honest. Being born today is one of the best times to be born in human history. There's nothing stopping anybody from doing anything. But he's right. We take on the responsible jobs. We take on the hard to do jobs because that's just how we're built. Nobody is taking away the difficulty of raising children. But that's what we're supposed to do. There's no pat on the back for something you're supposed to do, that you're supposed to be able to do.
Don't women typically consent to sex?
Consent goes both ways.
Right. Well, let me ask you this. What's the longest that a man's ever made you wait for sex?
You know, it's happened. I don't know.
But does that typically happen?
Maybe. No, it doesn't typically happen.
Okay, so isn't it fair to say that women generally control access to sex more than men
If
do?
a woman wants sex, she can get it. If a man wants sex, doesn't mean that he can necessarily get it.
Okay, so is it safe to say that women typically control access to sex more than men do?
You see, she's doing everything. She just don't want to answer. She just doesn't want to answer. You are in control. You have the access to sex. We know this. We have the access to long-term relationships and marriage. Just admit it. Why? Why do you feel that you just need to be different? Why are you making a simple question difficult?
How often do you fear for your safety when a man catcalls you?
100%. All the time.
I'm always scared.
Now, I'm not excusing it. Why is catcalling such a big deal?
I think catcalling is such a big deal because I'm not out here dressed like this. You can get a little pan of the outfit. This is not for others' view. This is for me.
Then get dressed like that and stay in your house. If I'm honest, I get dressed. But, do I care what people think? Sometimes. But I get dressed just for me. This is just I just do it for me. Why are you lying? So you want to have a girls' night out? Have a girls' night in. But that's not what you want. You want attention. You really do. Just admit it. There's nothing wrong with admitting it. You're not dressing for you. You're not putting on makeup for you. You're doing it for attention.
Does a man have to be masculine in order to attract a woman?
I think yes.
Does a woman need to be feminine in order to attract a man?
You need to be feminine in the right area.
Wrong. You don't even need to be feminine to attract a man. You just need to be a woman to attract a man. But to keep a man, that's something different. Now you have to be feminine. Now you have to be fit. Now you have to be friendly, kind, and bring some peace. That's all. That's all we're asking for. There's no secret. Guys, if you like what I'm doing, please be generous and smash a like. If you're feeling more generous, please subscribe to the channel. I'm on the road to 1,000 subscribers. Please help me out.